Hello, everyone. Welcome to Development Palates. I am Aaron Loomis. With me today is John McTavish. How you doing, John?
Good man, living the dream, blah, blah, blah. Five
Yeah.
weeks of social distancing, starting to lose my mind a little bit.
So today we are talking about the Casa Cuevas Maduro Toro. Cigar is 6-inch by 50 ring gauge. Comes out of the Tabacalera Las Lavas factory in the Dominican Republic. Wrapper is Mexican San Andreas. Binder is from Nicaragua. Filter is from Colombia, Dominican Republic, and Nicaragua. Blended by Luis Cuevas Sr. Price point is $7.90, and the cigar was released in April of 2017. So with all that out of the way, John, what was your overall experience like with this cigar?
Pretty good considering I thought I was smoking a completely different cigar from Casa Cuevas. So that was embarrassing. Anywho, I think this is a good example of what you can do when you blend with really good San Andreas wrapper and you don't overpower the wrapper, and the wrapper itself has been cured and fermented the way it should be. Um, this is just everything that I love in a proper San Andreas, with molasses and chocolate and spices and cedar and just all those sort of desserty quality that just is what I want. That's all I ask out of a Maduro, and it delivered. Although weirdly, I don't know what happened. The last third was just a complete disaster. So I'm not sure if maybe it's an issue where my sample needed to sit a little bit longer. Like maybe it's a little fresh. I'm not sure.
Shouldn't be. I think we've had it for some time.
All right. Well, that's weird then, because it had a lot of bitterness, a lot of char, a lot of tannins in the cedar, and it was very unpleasant experience, and it was very surprising considering how good the first and second third was. Burn was very good. Draw was a bit resistant, 2.5 to 3 notches. So that was not the end of the world, but did slow things down a little bit. What was your overall experience like?
I thought the cigar had a good start, a good combination of flavors, but from the second, third on, when the floral note kind of dropped out for me, the profile became average the rest of the way. I got a fair amount of chalkiness from the cigar,
Uh,
and it's I'm not the biggest fan of that when it's so prevalent, but it wasn't really as off-putting as some other Maduro cigars that kind of have that, and it becomes a really detriment to the blend. But just a fairly average cigar. Probably not something I'm gonna be in a hurry to revisit, but I would smoke it on occasion if it was handy. I mean, for me, it was below medium in strength the whole way, so it's not something that's gonna really overpower you. So it's a fairly
mhm.
mellow cigar. It's got some nice flavor combinations in there. I know you don't like the floral notes. I like the floral notes. I had that through the first half of the cigar, so I kind of dug that going into it. But I'd smoke it on occasion, but it's not gonna be something that I'm like really on the lookout for having another one anytime real soon. So. Gaining the scores, we were real close. You were high score at 607. I gave it a 6 even. So how that 607
Nice.
match up for you?
Well, I think this could have been in the mid to high sixes if that last third was even at the average level. I think that's what really held this cigar back. And what do we have for price point on this? I didn't even.
790.
Yeah, man, for 790, I mean, this could be my new regular Maduro.
Yeah.
And if the last third happens to be the same, then I'll just stop at the end of the second third, and I'd be perfectly happy with that. But yeah, I think that last third held it back. Should have really been in the 6.4 to 6.6 range, ideally. What about you?
Yeah, my 6 even match as well. I mean, it was a above average flavor profile, had really good construction to it. So that's what gets it right at that 6 mark. But yeah, I mean, like you said, the price point's very attractive. So it's not something that, you have to like convince yourself to spend the money to smoke it again. But if you enjoy it, then it's even that much more valuable to you. So, it wouldn't be something that I shy away from, but it's also not something that I'm beating down the door to smoke again. So, just kind of in that that middle ground range for me.
Yeah.
All right, if you're just catching this video on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to us. Also, check out the full written review on the website developingpalettes.com. Follow us on all the social media channels, and you can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts. So iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one.
Casa Cuevas.